And welcome to the Barggianos Podcast. My name is Chuck. I am your hostess with the leastest, and with me, as always,
Matt,
we're doing it again. We're going live, we're recording, we're about to drink some beers.
Absolutely.
We're trying to figure it all out again. I told Matt we need to make a checklist or hire more people. We got a staff of about, 36 now, probably?
Yeah. One, Matt. I do all the editing, all the setting up. Do it all.
Yeah, I don't even live here.
One-man band.
He let us call it Barggianos.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to this drink section of the podcast here, will ya? Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Time for a drink.
So, for those that are new to the podcast or joining us live, we've been going about 6 months now.
March.
Episode 36.
Episode 36 coming at you live from Barggianos. Can't believe it.
So, Chuck and I live a busy schedule, so we can't really have a set night and time right now. It's kind of whenever we're free, we come down and record an episode. So, sorry we can't make this, a set time right now to go live, but this is the episode that'll drop next Tuesday, and you guys are able to see it live right now if you're able to join. Or, you'll hear it when it drops, but you can also see there's not much editing, when it comes to content or taking things out.
We do a lot of fun camera tricks, but we don't take anything out of the podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what you mean, but that's cool, man. How was your weekend?
Oh, weekend was good, but hot.
Yeah. It's ridiculously hot right now for this time of the year. It was a record, I don't know if it was record high, but 96 or 99 degrees it said on my little display.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
That's too much. I went to a soccer game for my kids' game, and it's like my body was like, we're not used to this no more.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be putting us out in the heat, and I think I'm just getting old, to be honest with you.
I think it's a combination of getting old and, our body not being used to it, and, them kids on that turf. I've been involved in soccer a long time, and, even when it's 95 degrees outside, that turf probably feels like 120, 130. It's just blistering hot.
Why is that exactly?
They have rubber, pellet, almost like ground up tires, real small in there. So,
just absorbs the heat?
Yeah, I mean, just the sun reflecting down, put a piece of rubber on the concrete. And
I remember when our kids were much younger, it was a lot of memories of the fall time. It would be really cold outside. And at that point, for some reason, the parents could sit on the field. There was half game fields, but we would lay down on the ground when it was 20 degrees, because out in the field, it would be significantly warm, almost like an electric blanket, because the heat was just absorbing to the, like you said, the rubber parts.
Yeah. Out in Kansas City, they have a complex where they have, it's outdoor, but it's heated fields.
Really?
So, to your point, sitting down on the heated field, it's not heated to 70 degrees, but it's heated enough to where if it snows or sleets, it melts right off. And if it is cold outside, sometimes sitting on the turf is more comfortable than sitting in your chair.
What else? You got anything else going on this weekend?
No. We got some, September's a busy month for me for family birthdays.
Yeah.
I got, let's see, 2 kids, my wife, my mom, all in September.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot right before all the holidays, and at least you get it all out the way.
Yeah.
I got birthdays coming up the next couple months for kids and family, and it seems to always hit right at once when you're trying to buy some presents or plan some parties, that kind of stuff, and you don't want to. I don't probably sell my birthday out there, but I got a pretty holiday-esque birthday, and I'm used to kind of people just throwing in the and this is your present too, or we can't really do anything, but we'll just throw it in for this this holiday too. So I try not to do that as much if possible, but I get it now. Being an adult, you can't always plan everything like you're saying. Life's busy, and you try to fit it all in, and then you feel guilty. So
I know the one daughter's asking me, the oldest one, what are we doing for the other one's birthday? I was like, man, we got soccer games, we got extracurricular activities going on. It's just crazy busy.
Yeah, it's nonstop. Did I tell you what we did last night?
I think you went to the fair.
So We went to the fair. This was the fall festival in our town, and they have one in the summertime for the audience. Hey guys, have one for the audience. I'm sorry, the summertime, and then they have one in the fall. This one's significantly smaller. It's literally half the size, no rides, but vendors and big concert stage, that kind of stuff. Well, Matt, I don't know if you've ever had an itching or a sensation to hear all night of John Cougar Mellencamp. You should have showed up last night, because apparently there was a band there. It was a cover band, if you will, and every single song was John Cougar Mellencamp.
Oh,
so I don't know if you remember the last time we went up there. I believe they had was it Styx? A Styx band.
Oh no, the last band when we went up there was god awful. The closing band.
So again, when you say god awful, it was again, they're musicians. It was fun, but my only tiff with it is you've got 3-4 bands for the day. Well, the last band of the night traditionally would be something that everyone would get most excited about. Yeah. It's the most populate, or most crowded, and people want to be dancing, maybe have a few drinks in them. But the last few years where we live, they've been putting them, I would say, the very non-popular bands in that slot, and it's I'm like, oh, they can't do that again. And again, they did it this year, and it's kind of geared towards the older crowd, I think, because they like to sit out more. But it's John Cougar Mellencamp. No one hates John Cougar Mellencamp. I sat there last night. I looked over at my wife and I go, I think I just figured something out. She goes, what's that? I go, I don't think I like John Cougar Mellencamp. It was it wasn't that great, but yeah, they got to up the game there. And there's so many great bands that we've seen play. They had like an alternative band before last year's. Remember that? Yeah. People were digging, and I don't know. I
mean, they do have some good music up there. It's
absolutely.
Not like,
I'm not knocking the musicians. It's just the
and I would I would wish that they would have. When you're at a wedding, right? It's all slow songs. At the beginning, and then it's like time to dance, time to party.
Yeah,
and it's like the opposite, or it has been the opposite the last few times at the fair.
Yeah, I don't know. It just you want to draw. Again, you're going to not draw in not younger crowds, but like our age.
Yeah,
because you want to hear something that we grew up with.
Middle age. We're not younger.
Yeah,
anymore.
I know. Well, you still got some older crowd, but I'm saying is you don't want to be John Cougar Mellencamp, Styx. I go, if you're going to get like a traditionally older crowd. I said, how about some Huey Lewis and the News? Or some Journey, like something that hipping and hopping. And the guy kept saying, this one's off the B side. So not only were we hearing purely John Cougar Mellencamp, but it was also 2 B-sides in a row, and I'm like, oh man. So we stood up and we got our shish kebab on a stick, and we walked down there. But
there we go. Well, shout out to Eli, thanks for joining.
What's up, Eli?
Someone named their YouTube account Barggianos Biggest Fan 1256.
I like that.
They said they're our biggest fan. So
okay.
Shout out to them. But all the listeners, if you're liking what you're hearing and you want us to show up in your feed more, let's rephrase this. How about put your tips in the tip jar just by hitting that like and subscribe button. Like, that's all we need. We don't need to round up. We don't need to put buttons to ask for tips. Is all we need you to do is like and subscribe.
Literally a click of a button.
Yeah.
That's probably the easiest thing you could do today. Just
click the button, like and subscribe. Speaking of tips and rounding up, I was at Lowe's today. I purchased some items, and they are now asking you to round up.
I always like to ask what the charity's for. I feel like Lowe's could at least have some kind of patriotic charity, though.
I don't even know. Here's the problem. So many people are asking. I'm just immune to clicking no now. I don't even look to see what it goes to.
Yeah.
Like, round up. Like, tip us here. Round up. So for all you listeners out there, we don't need you to throw us a tip. We don't need you to cash app us anything. We don't need Venmo.
Nope.
We just need you to click a few buttons, like, subscribe, and hey, the bonus is if you share with your friends.
Oh, okay.
That would be the bonus.
Okay, it is a bonus because that's. Again, I'm friends with the audience.
Yeah.
Eli, how you doing, bud? I mean, they're going to pass on the word. It's a word of mouth thing going on. So a lot of people I've talked to, they said they've told their friends and they've been enjoying. So hopefully pass it on.
Yeah. So we appreciate you guys listening and joining us on this Sunday. It's now halftime at one of the football games.
Is this the first time we've done a Sunday afternoon show?
I think so. Yeah. Usually it's late at night.
I'm not sure why we're doing it on a Sunday while football's on, but we can see the game. But we're like, hey, maybe we should turn it off. But no, we want to see how bad Chiefs can get beat. So
I hope anyway.
And also, if you guys like the football, don't forget we got the Barggianos Blitz Picks of the Week coming out every week, where Matt and I pick our winners for the week, and it's just a little minute and a half short. And I think you're beating me already right now. But.
Yeah, we'll see what happens after week 2, but and then by the time this posts, it'll be after week 3. So, we're getting there, but it's for all you, I'll say avid sports bettors out there, because sports betting is coming to Missouri. It's not
December, right?
Yeah, against the spread picks. They're just straight up something fun that Chuck and I are doing. Just who's going to win straight up, not cover the spread or anything like that. So
you're talking about me and you. I thought you were talking about the betting coming to.
Well, I'm letting the listeners know that we're not when we're announcing these teams.
So for the listeners, I'm an idiot. I don't know how. I don't know how any of these gambling and all these parlays work. I got to learn how it all works. And Matt will teach me, I have no doubt. But for the what was I going to say? We were just saying it'd be fun to be able to bet $10, $20, on something like that. But I am depending on you to teach me the ways of becoming a degenerate gambler. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're talking to the wrong guy.
Okay.
But
is he over there?
Yeah.
Beyond those walls, about 30 feet.
Yeah, he's in the audience. Yeah. Speaking of beyond the walls and 30 feet. Oh my God. Yeah. So last night we were watching the boxing match, and we were having a typical night, and Derek brings up the story about how I forget initially what he drank for $200, but then he ended up puking, and they made him drink his puke. This was years ago. We didn't know Derek at this time. But do you remember that story?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they made him drink his puke, and he made $200, and he came home and bragged to his wife about it, about how he made $200, and she wouldn't kiss him for like a month. Well, he put a little twist to the story after having a few drinks, and he told one of his kids, "Hey, did you ever hear I drank a glass of pubes for $200?" So that just spouts off a brilliant idea for me. Well, and his wife's sitting outside. And I said, "Derek, if I can get someone to shave their pubes and put it in a cup, would you drink it for $200?
What'd he say?
Yes.
For $200?
I'm about ready to take
I'm gonna stop the podcast and go grab some cash right now and get him over here.
Oh yeah. I think we can do this maybe live on the podcast one time.
No. We're not gonna be drinking pubes on the podcast. I'm putting my foot down that way.
I need him to do this.
Unless we get to 1,000 subscribers. No. We will not be drinking.
We will not. But yeah.
Just real fast, for any new listeners on here, we're nothing but a classy podcast coming at you.
Yeah. So this just two guys sitting in the basement, drinking a few beers, having normal conversations. Well, normal to us. Maybe not normal to everybody else.
I do remember that night, and I won't go into so many details, but we were asking them the amount, different tiers of what would you do for this X amount of money, X amount of money. Yeah. I remember at the end it was going to look like a Dexter scene or something down here.
Yeah.
And I remember saying wouldn't be recorded purely for. I mean, I'm like, I think half of it was probably illegal at that point. But and I'll give him it. If you're going to be doing it, bud, you got to up the money a little bit.
Yeah.
You can't do for so low. Give yourself some credit.
Right.
But,
so Derek's wife, what do you think? Hey. How about this? If Derek doesn't comment, that means he's in.
I like that.
Yeah. If he doesn't comment, he's in.
Absolutely.
So, Chuck, I know you're a big techie guy.
I am.
And the iPhone is coming out, special order, release, all that stuff in September. So
last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever this is, it was announced the iPhone 17 is coming out. Excited for that. They have a couple different models. They have, again, it's iPhone 17. They're going to have the regular model. They're going to have a Pro model. And then Pro has a Pro Max, which basically just means a bigger screen. And then this year new, they have something called the iPhone Air, They've never done that before. And there's no number behind it either. And the air is just really, really thin. And a lot of times you can call BS, like, oh, it's a thin device, you're going to put a case. But apparently, I haven't seen it, but they're saying it really is like a different looking, like a lighter phone. I'm not saying Apple's probably running out of ideas to a certain point, not defending that, but it is something a little bit newer. They're trying to take a little bit of a chance, but you're also giving up different features to get that thinness, like the less camera, a little less battery power. It's kind of a weird tier in the back, but I wrote down a few different specs here. I won't read all those, but basically A19 instead of A18 GPU, 48 megapixel camera. That's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You were asking about 8K for the old Barggianos podcast. It's not 8K is not there yet.
Oh, it's not.
But they do have a 120 gigahertz refresh rate. So like you ever watched like a TV back in the day and you could get the 60 gig and 120? Ever go to Best Buy? It's smoother motion, so less choppy. Nothing's.
But do you think our human eye really notices it like a normal?
No, you
human?
can with not everything, but with that you can. It's
only if they're sitting side by side, though.
No, I can. I mean, no. It's again nothing game changing on that. There is a little bit. The battery life's supposed to be like 4 hours better, and you can charge it to I think it was 50% in 20 minutes, which was pretty cool.
Okay,
I'll take that. I don't need all this fancy displays. Give me some fast charging time and. Surprise. Oh, I bought it. I got the new phone. It's going to be here in a couple weeks, but I bought the Pro Max. Has 3 colors. It has, there's no black, which is really weird. There's blue, there's like silver, and the one I got, orange.
Oh, wow.
To match Barggianos.
There we go.
Yeah, so I'm going to write that off as a business expense, but...
will it be in a black case, though? Like,
no, I'm going to give me a clear one, and I'm going to get some kind of, cool thing. But, yeah, people were kind of bitching because there was no black phone, which is kind of weird for them to do that. But nothing game-changing, some new watches and stuff.
Yeah.
I can't afford the fancy watches. I would like to have a nice... I actually have Dave's hand-me-down watch. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, what, and maybe I'm just too antsy. But I was waiting for the new release, and maybe for the people who don't know, and I didn't know this until Chuck educated me, but Apple only releases once a year. It's in September. Is that right?
Yeah, it's every September, usually around the exact same week. They'll announce that, and they used to do it in like a live auditorium, and people would be in like a concert. And then COVID hit, and now it's all recordings.
Okay.
They got the new big Apple campus. I liked the old days because anything could happen, and it seemed a little bit more exciting.
Yeah.
And stuff, but it's still fun. And I'm hoping little innovations coming down the market. I know they said that possibly next year, maybe the folding phone. They're only 19 years behind Samsung on that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Samsung's had it for, 3 or 4 years now?
Yeah, my buddy's had 2 different generations of the phone. So
okay.
But I have seen that in person. It's pretty cool to have.
Yeah.
And Apple's part, or their thing is they like to make sure they can perfect something and then put it out, and then they usually act like they invented it to a point.
Right.
They don't claim that, but they're, so, wow, look what we did. We made this thing thinner or whatever. But it comes down to ecosystem versus cost and all these things. But yeah, so I'm kind of excited. We can maybe the podcast will get a little bit more clear for the audience, because again, I got their back, and I want to make sure that they're having the most enjoyable experience that's possible.
Yeah. So for the audience that's out there live, we do have a few listeners popping in there out. I am on the Barggianos live stream, so if you got any questions, feel free to pop in and ask us a question. I'm keeping an eye on the stream here. So, again, if you're liking what you're hearing and you're live, just feel free to like and subscribe. I'll be nice, like right here.
See the button right there?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, so, what I was getting to before we talked about release date is, maybe I'm getting impatient. So I'm going to end up, splurging a little bit and getting the Ultra watch.
Oh, okay.
But I don't need the Ultra 3. Like,
Sure.
It's got some certain health features on there from what I see that the 2. But I went on yesterday and I could order the Ultra 2. For the same price, I can order the Ultra 3.
Maybe, I don't know much about the watch. So.
Yeah, so like they're not discounted yet. Like they're the same price, which is very strange to me. So I figured, maybe I'll check after next week when people finally start receiving their, new stuff, and maybe that's when they'll go on sale. Last time they were on sale were like in June or July of this year. They went down to like $649.
Yeah, the Ultras don't really go on sale very often.
Yeah, so they're $7.99, but I can get the Ultra 3 for the same price I can get the Ultra 2. Now, if that ends up happening, I will go with the Ultra 3. Like, why would I go Ultra 2? But I've had my Apple Watch now for, 5-6 years, and lucky to get a day out of the battery right now. So it's time to refresh.
Yeah.
And my thing is it's supposed to have like up to 18, 19 hours of battery, active battery time, or 36, like a day and a half. So, which is longer than the watch I have now. And if that is in fact the case, my thinking is maybe that watch will last me a year or two longer, because if I can get a full day out of it still, like who cares? I just need a full day to put it on the charger. Yeah. But running my stopwatch, just simple stuff like that. I was running my stopwatch for like 4 hours on and off yesterday. I left the house at 7, got home at 1:30, and it was already 75% dead just by running the stopwatch. So
yeah, well, that was up the battery, and it's always nice. Do you remember as a kid? I don't know if you ever run computers, but you'd get a new computer and be like, "Oh my god, this thing's so quick now," and that feeling of like something new and like, oh, this will change my life because I'll be more efficient.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that. Well, you don't realize how much faster something is. So,
and then I also heard that the earbuds, whatever they call them,
earbuds, AirPods.
One of them have the new ones have the real-time translator in there.
Yeah, I was curious on that because I would think that'd be more of a software-based option, like it could do something. But it's a really cool thing. But my thing is, I would think the general public of a selling point, there wouldn't be that many people that are, traveling abroad that much to use something like that. But they got to, advertise it. They also have they announced they're putting inside the ears, you can do your blood pressure. So it's something to do with the phone. But I'm like, don't you have a watch to do that? I don't.
But I find it interesting, like, and I don't travel overseas. I know you've been to Mexico a few times. But how much easier would that be sometimes to just like understand somebody, even when you're in like Germany?
Sure.
They're telling you something. Maybe they can't speak English and they can understand English. Like just to hear them in German.
Oh, for sure. And that's the thing back to about how they take these Samsung things and they perfect them. Well, if they can make something like that the standard around the world and people start using that all the time, and that becomes the norm, then that's great because then you could go anywhere. And then eventually they'll have the AR glasses and it'll be seamless. You're not going to have to like show them something or.
Yeah. It's crazy. People are talking about wearing them at nail shops and listening to them talk stuff. And my wife and her family speak a different language every once in a while, so it'd be nice to hear them talk shit on me and see what they're saying.
Okay, well, if it's anything, at least for that'd be worth it, I think.
Yeah, but I love my wife. My wife is pretty.
Okay, well, I'm liking how you're getting it now. You're understanding it. So.
Yeah,
man.
So welcome to the new listeners. Thanks for joining. We're live at Barggianos.
I'm trying real hard not to do the beer thing anymore.
Yeah, so then, shifting big gears, last time we talked about the door kicking challenge, my, unfortunate event. And then there's a new thing popping up on TikTok. And I don't know if it's just local. It doesn't seem like it's local. I didn't do too much research.
A new TikTok trend?
Yeah.
What's that?
Like kids, I'm assuming it's kids, are going to high schools and videoing them. Like you only see the stream, so let's be clear here. They're putting a video of them pissing on something at the school outside. Like you just see a stream of piss and
like on trash cans and doors or what?
Yeah, like trash cans, light poles, football fields.
And they're just recording it and that's it. They saying anything or
no. No, it's so like the local high school around here, apparently they got hit last week. And I don't know if this is like a flash mob of people going up there and urinating on the school, but it's just very strange. So it's weird how I ran across this. You can say it's like I'm scrolling through TikTok and I always try to find like good content, good trends or stuff for the show. So my feed is really fucked up for a normal person. I'll tell you that. Like, You know, the stuff that shows up on like my Facebook and my TikTok and just social media accounts. Like Facebook got so bad, I like get these separate or these rooms. It's just like, hey, this is and I got to click like not interested because I can't even see like general feed stuff.
I feel like on that. Mine's just full of junk.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't even use Facebook for like the original purpose anymore. It's advertisements and like half naked women. I'm like, I don't even, why is this all
right?
Weird? Like, I don't, I do Facebook Market a lot, but, so you got, that's definitely a fun trend though. You're learning.
Yeah. So I don't know what is going on with kids these days. I mean, yeah, probably more of the harmless side of the prank. But geez, man, like I know we did some stupid stuff as kids, but I just look at some of these trends and like, God, it's so dumb. Like what is the point? Like, especially if it's your own school, and you know the ones I've seen them, you know, they've pissed in or on trash cans, they pissed in or on light poles that are on the field. Like these are facilities that students play on, and you know some of your friends play on. Like
I got a question, more of a question for you too. If this is social media, and you're how are you posting or if someone's peeing on something, when they obviously know it's you, the one that's peeing on the property?
Now, someone posted when I looked it up. I won't say the name of the high school, but it was like
Bayside High.
Yeah, it was Bayside High pisser, and they had 2 videos, just pissing at 2 different places at the high school.
And again, they're not showing any like.
No
skin. You're just
you just see a
water.
stream of pee.
They're probably using like a water bottle to be doing that too. I bet you.
I mean, they could be, yeah. But the first time I seen it, I like before I even heard about it, I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw what appeared to be a stream of piss. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I just scroll right past it, and then I found out that hey, this is a new trend. When I was looking it up, and again, I don't have a lot of research, have not done a lot of research on this, but like it seemed like Ohio State University or Oklahoma State.
The Ohio State.
Yeah, the Ohio State or Oklahoma. I forget which one, but they were trying to find the college pisser. Which
we have way too much time in our hands.
It's just crazy. Like, what are you doing? Go out and party and have a beer at that point. Like, why are you going to a college camp? Like,
I mean, act like a man. Look, when I was younger, I used to piss on things and not record it. I mean, geez.
How do you know it's man?
The stream was been very impressive if it was a woman, right? That'd be pretty hard. But this does make a lot of sense because. Like a couple of days ago, I did see my new dog Toby when he was taking a piss. He had my phone and he was holding it. I wasn't sure what he was doing, so this is all making sense now.
I don't know. I just look back at all these trends. Like, I think one of the first ones I'll ever remember is the Tide Pod Challenge.
Yeah,
I think to the best of my memory, that's the first one that went like viral to me and like was a big like. Who would think? Do that.
You know what we need to do? We need to start a trend. Not that trend, but start something. Maybe we get that going.
Like Barggianos Power Hour or...
something easier that anybody can do. Like ring the bell or something.
Yeah, right.
You ring your bell and you take a drink of your beer.
Yeah.
That's your video. Something simple.
That's your trend.
It's not destructive. Yeah. Maybe you want to drink some grape juice if you don't like beer. You're not of the age of drinking beer.
So, yeah, let's start that trend.
Drink some wine.
Here, we get you a nice little bell, audience, Could look like a silver bell.
What if they don't have a bell? What if they...
Could say ring a bell. It could say ring for a drink. And these are all different tunes. Okay, so...
Every time I hear that, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, so if they don't have it, there's sound effects on your phone. Just go ring
How about you tap the top of your drink and you say, ding.
Yeah.
Take a drink.
And take a drink. Let's
and what are we going to call that trend, Matt?
Ring the bell. Barggianos ring the bell trend.
All right, Barggianos ring the bell. How about that?
Yeah.
Give me a real ring while I'm going to do it. Like that.
Yeah, so how about you just hashtag Barggianos ring the bell, start that new trend, and that's very harmless,
Unless you're an alcoholic and we apologize. Yeah. But if not, you can use water and,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad at all, but...
So, now we're coming midway through September, and if I'd have to say, it's probably my funnest. That's a word.
It's not a word.
Month coming up. It's October.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And I'm kind of fearful that this weather's going to rip us out of the weather.
The weather's going to rip us out of the weather.
It's been so hot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I know you like enjoying a lot of Oktoberfest, festivities.
Oh, for sure.
So Chuck and I were talking, we're going to have like a Oktoberfest beer tasting, be a little bit different. So hopefully we can go live doing some Oktoberfest beer tasting, a few Oktoberfest beers, pumpkin beers, where we're not just going to have a full beer like this. We'll just have a variety, and Chuck and I and probably Hammer and maybe Derek will join us.
Derek might only be able to drink 2 beers, though. And his belly might hurt.
Yeah, so we're just going to do some tasting and give a review. We got we haven't finalized details yet, but Chuck and I are going to do a Halloween episode.
Halloween's going to be a special one.
Yeah, so
do you ever remember as a kid, like watching all the different and for the audience too, if you guys got any memories of these, you'd watch like your favorite sitcoms or cartoons or whatever it was, and they'd have a Halloween special, and how like special that was and how fun that was. I always got a kick out of that. My favorite was like Rose.
Murder, She Wrote.
I don't know. I didn't get to Murder, She Wrote later in life.
Oh, okay.
We'll get back to that. But like example would be Roseanne, one of my favorites. So I was like, man, if we could do something cool in the show, it'd be like our chance to get to do something fun. So hopefully we're going to put a lot of work into that show and make it a little bit more special. And, maybe a costume or 2. You never know.
Yeah, that'll be, I think that'll be fun. Maybe we'll do 2 episodes. Who knows? But we'll commit to at least 1.
Yeah. It's going to be fall Barggianos will be a good time. It's fall, y'all.
Yeah, so we got a lot of good stuff coming up here over the next, few weeks.
Yeah. We got more football's going to be going on. We got fall. We got
hockey starting.
Yeah, hockey. We got that. You got that new. Have you heard about the new trend? The Barggianos ring the bell trend.
Ring the bell. And just ring the bell, take a drink.
No,
doesn't even have to be a beer.
Man, that trend's awesome.
And then you got the trend Chuck likes to bring back, the Arsenio Hall. Ooh, 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 ooh. So there's all these good trends we can bring back. Just stop pissing on schools and kicking indoors, kids. Like, geez Louise, what have we came to?
And if you do want to piss, do our trend first, and then you can, you be drinking and you got a piece.
In the bathroom.
Yeah, go in the pot.
Come on.
Yeah, don't be doing that at Barggiano, boys and girls.
Don't eat Tide Pods. Don't kick indoors. Don't light your laptop on fire. Like, all that stupid shit. Like, what are we doing?
Oh, we celebrate idiocracy. So
yeah,
it's always a great time. But oh my goodness. Well, I think we're good, man. I think we're gonna go watch some more football. I'm gonna go get some food here, and
your wife's upstairs cooking something nice. Eh?
I know, it smells delicious.
So I'm always over here at like 9:30, and there's no dinner, but she's stirring something up there, and so I don't want to keep you from that either.
Oh, I appreciate that. Well, everybody, thank you for tuning in. And again, I want to mention out for the likes and subscribes would be great. We appreciate that. And if you like what you're watching, I'm going to steal from you. If you like what you're watching, and you can catch every single episode on YouTube in 4K by going to YouTube/Barggianos. So check out that backlog. It's like its own streaming service.
Check out the shorts at least.
Shorts are
like
good
them.
too.
Yeah,
shorts are short. So if you don't have time to watch everything.
Yeah.
Check out the shorts. But all right, buddy. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in live, if whoever's on. And don't forget that new flashy trending hashtag, Barggianos Ring the Bell. I like it. Until next time, sir. Barggianos out.
That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
There.
gotta go over the line.
Oh, yeah. I suck worse. All right. Still live on YouTube.
Live on YouTube.